Hello, everyone. I am Daisy X Machina, the drag queen detective that investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And this is a Get Ready With Me where I get into drag to film videos later today and talk about books. And Cappuccino is. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cap. Cap is sick, so hope she is feeling better. Lynette is here. Hey, Lynette. Thank you for joining us. And Lex is here. So, real quick, I wanted to. Um, One of the people that joined the live streams, John Crow, sent me a message that I don't know if he lives in Hawaii. Hopefully, he's not in Maui, but he has friends in Maui. So, I hope everyone is doing. Gosh, it's such a huge disaster that fire in Maui because when I think of Hawaii, I think it's sort of humid and wet. So wildfire, you think of volcanoes, but wildfires is, wow, that's, my heart goes out to everyone in Maui. And maybe we'll see John later today. I don't know, but hopefully he's okay. And so let me know how your reading is going this week. I missed last week, so I've only really read one book, which was my Shove It or Shove It book. Um, what was it called? Something in the Splinter in the Sky. Do not recommend it. The Splinter in the Sky, it was called a space opera, but I don't see any definition of space opera unless you think planets are in space that could cover this story. And I just felt it was really claustrophobic because it only takes place in this monolith. What do you call two triangles on top of each other? Some type of dodecahedron, whatever it's called, that floats in the sky. It's a huge city. Most of the story takes place inside this city. And there's a lot of politics and backstabbing and all this. But the main character, for me, didn't feel like she ever had any agency. It's like things were happening to her. And even when she was like going out and doing things and deciding things, it didn't feel, it took me a lot to get through the book. And I still am confused because it says for fans of N.K. Jemisin and Nnedi Okorafor, I didn't see any similar. I mean, all three of those writers are black, and maybe if you're interested in black writers, that's useful to you. But I don't know, it just felt a little racist to say, just because you like these two writers of the certain race, you must like this writer, because N.K. Jemisin doesn't really do, well, she does Far Future with Broken Earth, but it's mostly grounded on Earth. And Nnedi Okorafor, of course, is Afrofuturism, which neither this author or N.K. Jemisin are known for. I don't know. It felt weird to comp those two authors with this author. But anyway, what do I know? Oh boy. Cool Gamer is here. Oh, Wilma is here. Hey, Wilma. Thank you for joining us. Wildfire really upset you because you live in a very fire-prone area. Your grandparents' hometown was 80% destroyed by fire. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Lynette. Heart goes out to people in Maui. Started to reread a book you found that had Spaceballs, a novel. I didn't know it was a novel. I had no idea. Who was the author? I'm curious who covered Spaceballs. Okay. Oh, and I finally, so after struggling through Splinter in the Sky, I picked up Nettle and Bone, which is the T. Kingfisher. I've only really just started it. As usual, I like her voice, but this is a lot darker. I thought it was going to be a horror novel, but I guess it's a dark fantasy because it starts with a woman collecting bones in a Carnal House or Charnel. How do you pronounce that? Charnal. That's one of those words where I read more than I speak. And I think of Carnage, but I think it's Charnel House. Anyway. Seems interesting. I love T. Kingfisher's writing on a prose level. The middle of her novels, for me, feel a little bit saggy or soggy. But we'll see. Okay, I need to get started on something. Hold on, where is my black? There it is. I think I may start with a straight black line using a postcard. Have this kimchi. Yeah, I'll start with that. So, relatively fluffy brush. You almost finished Kitty Cat Kill Sat, which is about immortal, super intelligent cat riding a space station. Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's something like that. I'll angle it up like that. I just wanted a straight line. That's a real thick line. Is that even? Probably not. So let's just keep on going. The authors is Bob and Jane Stein. Oh, that sounds familiar. Why is that name familiar? Bob and Jane Stein. Maybe I'm just thinking of the horror writer, the middle grade horror writer, the Stein. Book needed to be 100 page shorter. And Mel Brooks. Okay. Should I do, no, I'm just going to do powders. I think, okay, let's just do all Pinky Rose, which is the Latina makeup brand. I really like their products because they're very vibrant. I'm just saying all this because I saw Wilma here. Not that anyone listens to my makeup tutorial. Oh, these are interesting. I kind of want to do purple again. I know I do a lot of purple. So what? So what if I do a lot of purple? Okay. Yep, novelization. It's such a silly movie. Obviously a pair. I thought I was going to do purple. I just stuck my brush in red. Should I do red? Need to go up higher. Oh, now I kind of wish I did creams. Well, it's a shape. Yay, Lynette's going to spin. After finishing 3 books these last 2 weeks, I'm going to go to the comic book store and look for some omnibus books after this. Yeah, I just read, I don't have it here, the Harlan, that's actually the video I'm going to film later today, is comparing the Harlan Ellison graphic novel, which he said was his chosen favorite adaptation of City on the Edge of Forever, which is a 5-run comic book, with the TV show. Artwork was really good in that. Oh, Dead Silence. Yeah, I heard that's really good. Kind of want to read it too. So many things to read. Okay. Trying to get these even. It's really not even, but yeah, I'm hoping Nettle and Bone is a. Has anyone read it? I think Cappuccino read it, but she's not here. I think it's a horror fantasy or dark fantasy, whatever, grim dark maybe. But there, even her dark stuff, there's something humorous about it. There's something light about it. I just kind of want to fill in with purple now. I wish I had a darker purple. Let's see. Looks kind of cool. Red Squelch by John Helkin for my August. Read three out of five. It's about killer caterpillars. I might get one more book before Is it like garbage books? Kayla, thank you for joining us. August. Yeah, I find it really hard for me to do reading, those monthly reading challenges because I don't read that many books. I mean, I do compared to people I know, like 4 books a month isn't nothing, but compared to booktubers or heavy readers, it's not really much. Okay, I kind of like that. I just need to blend this black and purple. Garbage books, trashy paperbacks. Okay, that's too much black. Okay, I think I like that. As I go over with more. Lori is here. Don't be sorry, Lori. So glad you could join us. Okay, now I need a light purple. Or pink. I'll try this one. So it's really good seeing my friends on last weekend. Yeah, my friend Sean is probably my best friend, my oldest friend. My oldest, I don't mean I'm actually, he's actually 10 years younger, or 10 days younger than me. We were both born really close together. It's just I've known him for 40 years or something. You also read Daughters of Chivalry, about 5 daughters of King Edward I of England. 5 out of 5. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Known your oldest friend for 37 years. Yep. I think it was Joan Rivers. And speaking of Spaceballs, she was in Spaceballs. It's the voice of the robot. Um, she said something about how, in her documentary, about how bittersweet it is sometimes when you realize there's just a couple people in your life that that have been with you for like an extended period of time. And he visited with his husband, and they've been together like 20 years. So, and I did get him a copy of what's that Aoki book about the violinist and the something in the streams with the carp. But anyway, he's a violinist, so. Friend and I about 30 years. Yep. Okay, I was going to say, I think I need to go pink, but let me, I do have a light lavender, but it's not pinky rose. Well, let me try this. This is kimchi. I just hate how small these pans are. It's called cotton candy. Two of my closest friends have died over the years. Yeah, that's how Joan Rivers was sort of talking about as her friends were passing away, and like she was like the only one, or she and her and another friend. 37 and 52. Those are both pretty young, Lynette. I'm so sorry. Got a comic book called Mama Tits Saves the World. Mama Tits is actually a drag queen. I haven't seen her. The last time I was in Puerto Vallarta, I think she was, she had some show. But yeah, that's based on a real drag queen. Lost your childhood best friend when, oh, that is, when you still visit her grave. That is heartbreaking. Dad lived to 98. Wow. All of his cronies were gone long before him. What am I doing? Just putting some white up here. Still blend. Why does it look so patchy up here? I think we're just going to have to go with it. And I think I'm just going to stick with purple. It's going to be an all purple look. I think people respond better to multiple colors, but sometimes I just have to go with the flow. So I think I'm over the Heinlein bump. My 10 facts about Heinlein went viral for me, which was crazy. But it got like 16,000 views. Then my next Heinlein video got a couple thousand, and the one I just released this week got around 500. So I don't really understand YouTube and what goes viral and what doesn't, or what people respond to, because I definitely think my other Heinlein videos were better than the first one that went viral. But I'm happy. I'm not complaining. I'm happy with the results. This week I'll probably release I did 10 facts on Asimov. One of my many aunts lived to 100. Wow. She died 5 months later. Lost your brother during the pandemic, heart attack. Yipes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lex. Oh, that's right. Your family reunion. I remember you talking about that, Lynette. Many second and third cousins for the first time. Well, I hope you have fun. Hope you have fun. Wow. COVID threw us on such a loop. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm pretty lucky. I don't know anyone that passed away from COVID. Though, of course, I know many people have gotten it. I got it. And I thought I was being both me and Dennis, my husband, were being so careful. But I'm fairly positive I got it during physical therapy. Okay. A small. Lucky down here, only about 300 COVID deaths since the start of the pandemic. For 16. Wow, you closed your borders for a while, right? Till 90% were vaccinated. You'll be fine, Lynette. I have faith in you. Just remember, you can always leave. Oh, shoot. That was bad. Okay. I'm not going to the Friday night at the pub. I hate going to the pub. I have not been to a pub in about 30 years. I don't drink, and drunk people annoy me. Lex, you've never been to a pub. Of course, here in the U.S., they're just called bars. Yeah, the last time, well, Halloween. Like every Halloween, Dennis and I go out to a club, which is a bar with dancing. And like we arrive early and we stay maybe 90 minutes. And gone are the days when I could stay out till all hours. I don't know why my stomach's really growling. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, but Okay, I should have done this before, but I should have decided what I want to do for the lid. I kind of want a contrasting color. I think I'm going to do orange. Sometimes go to family-friendly pubs during the day for a meal. I was at a club last night dancing my ass off. Oh, great. Good for you. DK, thank you for being here. I go to boba tea stands. Oh, Heroes of... I love that. Love that, DK. When I was a young woman, women weren't allowed in the lounge room of a pub. Oh my God. I mean, I know there's issues we have today, but when you look back at the issues that we used to have, I just want a little bit of silver. I'll move. Keep changing my mind. I think I want some dark red. Okay, so we're going to go orange. I made such a mess. And we'll go. Okay. It's going to come together. I have faith. It was very different in my area. Women could go anywhere. When I chose to open a bank account after my marriage ended, I was unable to get a MS. I had to either choose, oh, Ms. You have to choose Miss or Miss. Yeah. Well, Ms. just didn't happen till the 70s, right? Keep bumping things all over the place. Yeah, and that's back in the day where Mrs. was always the husband's name. Like Mrs. John Jones or whatever. You know what? I really should have brushed off this. This is always the nerve-wracking part of the old makeup. It was 1984. The guy at the bank was very apologetic, but the computer didn't allow Ms. I remember the stinks some men made when our metro decided to employ female bus drivers. One guy phoned up Talkback and said he would not get on a bus with a woman driver. So don't get on a bus. The host said, I hope you enjoy walking. I remember the stress put on Ms. Romano from the show One Day at a Time. I don't remember that, DK. I mean, because I watched the show. I can imagine it. Single mom. Because I guess up until then, single moms were always widows. My own mom told me she would only ever hire a male attorney. I've heard that before. My stepmother's kind of like that. A stink over female pilots and jockeys. Women make great pilot. Oh, flash. It's messed up. Make great pilots just because they naturally have better reflexes than men on average. But yeah, my stepmother was very much in the mindset of the division of sexes. I mean, she didn't like to see women wear pants. I mean, she wore pants. Let me rephrase or rethink that. She didn't mind women wearing pants like at home or, you know, casually, but if they went out, they should be in a dress. I'm pretty sure she changed her that attitude. But like in the 70s, that was her attitude. All these women are wearing pants. She was also fairly racist, but. Like I remember, since I'm Asian and she was white, my father's Japanese wife had passed away, and then he remarried this woman. And I remember if she would see, because we were mostly in white areas, but if she would see a Asian girl, she would like say, "Oh, you should get with her." You know, the Asians should stick together. You know, our comment, "Oh, isn't she pretty? Don't you think she's really pretty?" Because she's Asian, and of course, don't even get me started on her views on gays. Don't even own a dress. I have lots of dresses if you need one, Lynette. I have a couple, but I don't remember the last time I wore one. A couple of house dresses that you would never be seen in public. My wife wears pants and dresses at the same time. That's a statement. Okay, so I need to start smoking this out, and I think the eyes are done. Of course, I think dresses are fun to wear. But of course, for me, it's just dress up or cosplay. Okay. And I just want to blend the under eyes just a little bit. And I think we're done. Maybe not. Just wanna. Okay, now we're done with the eyes. I think I never knew my parents' opinions on gays as they never mentioned the topic. Dad never mentioned religion either. Interesting. Well, there was a time when it was the what Oscar Wilde said, the love that should never speak its name. My mom came around when my sister came out as lesbian. That was in 2009. It's funny how people, mine didn't, but I was sort of ostracized. But um, a lot of parents that are loving will turn their opinion around when it affects them. My mom was very anti-organized religion, but believed in God. I think that's really common now. Um, just gonna. Yeah, I think I'm ready for lips. We're going fast today. Yeah, of course, when I came out, it was the 80s, and aforementioned stepmother was Southern Baptist, which is very conservative. So, yeah, I didn't speak to my parents for like 20 years. Okay. Yes, I know. It looks like I'm drawing a mustache. Oh, I hate the lips. Okay. Your mom-in-law was Southern Baptist, but she changed her ways when wife transitioned. Well, Lex, you know about Southern Baptists then. Tasmanians are the least religious of all Australians. 49% have no religion. Wow. I need to run. Okay, bye, Lori. I hope I didn't miss you. Say goodbye. Going on your early morning walk after we finish here. It will be light by then. All right. Oh, I got an overdose of gay rom-coms this week because I don't know if anyone's ever seen my video on Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McKiston, something. And that's when I was realizing I don't get the beats in romance novels because it seems like nothing is happening. But I predicted that I would like a movie version of it because I do like rom-coms. And sure enough, Amazon Prime released Red, White, and Royal Blue, and I liked it. I thought it was controversial. I thought it was a lot better than the book because I felt the story made sense in a 90-minute format rather than being stretched over an entire novel. And I mean, the script writers of rom-coms know how to do those witty banters and dialogues, which I thought was more amusing. It's not a 5-star movie. It's not a great movie, but I had fun watching the movie. And I also saw the second season of Heartbreaker, which is based on a popular graphic novel about two teen boys falling in love in high school. One is bisexual, one is gay, one is out, the gay guy, the bisexual is not. And the first season was really fun. Really liked the first season. The second season, I still enjoyed it. And it was still, the actors were cute and fun, and they did their job well. The problem for me with the second season is there was no plot, or there's no overarching plot. Because basically for the two leads, the plot was the bisexual guy getting the courage to come out to his friends and family. And it wasn't about falling in love because they did that in the first season. So what they did, because it was, I think, an 8-episode season, what they did to fill things out is they gave all the little B plots their own storyline. So it's like all these little subplots that they just kind of fluffed out over the entire. It was not as good as the first season, in my opinion, but it was still fun if you like gay rom-coms. Lydia's here on your lunch break. Okay, well, thank you for joining us, Lydia. Hand peek waving. Yes, Red, White, and Royal Blue. Had to watch it. I saw the Barbie movie. Oh, that's the other thing. Dennis and I went to see the Barbie movie in the theater, which is the first time. Well, I go about once a year, or once every 2 or 3 years. Anyway, we went to the Barbie movie. It was kind of fun being part of the zeitgeist of everyone's going to see Barbie, and I thought it was a lot of fun. It's definitely speculative, if you like speculative fiction, because it's about a mythical land of Barbies that have sprung up from the real world Barbies, or Barbie manufacturing. Very tongue-in-cheek, very satirical. A lot of themes of femininity and toxic masculinity, and I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was fun. New season of Interview with the Vampire, the AMC show. You know, I started watching that and I thought it was really good. But I don't have AMC, so I'm not sure how to watch it anymore. Because I think they started it on Hulu and it's not on there anymore, so I can't finish watching the season. I was really, because talking about Anne Rice, the horror writer, my favorite of hers, as much as I loved Vampire Lestat and Queen of the Damned, which are the two best in the series, I think. And I think you could actually skip Interview with the Vampire, but was the Mayfair Witches, The Witching Hour, and I love that, the Mayfair Witches, which I saw AMC did a series of, but again, I don't know how to watch it unless I buy a new streaming channel. So many man babies crying over it. I think you'll enjoy it. I don't know if you need to pay to see it at a theater. Well, it is kind of fun to see on the big screen. I mean, it's very bright and visual. Ben Shapiro made 4 YouTube videos ranting about Barbie. Oh, God. He is a character. Well, you went to see it because your stepson, love it, wanted to see it, and he loved it. I love that. Love, love, love that. Yeah, so sad that she passed away. I never really got into her later writing. Oh boy, I've been talking so long. I'm going to do the red lipstick. But I was such a big fan of hers, the 80s and 90s. But yeah, the Mayfair Witches were definitely my favorite. I couldn't get into that mummy one, and the later vampire books. I couldn't. I think I stopped at the Body Thief, or maybe I did one after that. What is that? I'm looking at a monitor to see what it looks like on monitor. Yeah, that's one reason I was sort of hoping that T. Kingfisher would be my new go-to horror writer, because I haven't really found one. I mean, I still read Stephen King. I haven't read Dean Koontz in a while, but I know he's still producing. And my favorite is Clive Barker, but he hasn't really written anything major in a while. But the T. Kingfisher horror that I read, I wasn't that impressed with. The House with Good Bones. Gosh, I hope you can't hear my stomach rumbling. Might be too long for you to sit through. I'm usually in pain after. Yeah, I think the Barbie movie's 2 hours. Yeah. My stepson wants to see the Friday nights of, I don't know that one. It's going to be 3 hours. I'd fall asleep. I don't mind sitting if they have comfortable seats, but I'll fall asleep. Read Interview with a Vampire back when it came out. I thought that was the perfect actor to play Lestat. Should have been Julian Sands. I love Julian Sands, not Tom Cruise. Yeah, you're right. He would have been wonderful, but he wasn't a big name. Was he ever a big name? I know. I keep thinking of that schlocky movie Warlock. I know he's been in other things. I dislike Tom Cruise. Try to avoid his movies. I don't really have much of an opinion except Scientology is nutso. But hasn't stopped me watching his movies. But he usually doesn't. He's done a few sci-fi movies that I really appreciated. But usually I'm not into his Mission Impossible type adventure thrillers. I haven't heard that when they found Julian Sands' body from his height. I did not know that. Did not know that. Stephen King's new book. I would never hike alone. I like the way Neil Gaiman often has touches of horror. Yeah. I like heavy horror. Oh, yes, that's it. The Room with the View, which I guess is... Okay, guys, I think I'm ready for eyelashes. I wish Neil Gaiman would write some new books. It's been a while. You know, I was just thinking about that with Clive Barker, too. It's been a while. Of course, I have no idea how old Clive Barker is now. Or Neil Gaiman. I assume he's younger. Because he started making a name for himself like 10 years after Clive Barker, so I'm just making the assumption he's younger. But then again, Stephen King is still cranking them out. And I do think Stephen King is the master of characterization. Meaning his characters just feel so real to me. Okay. Sometimes I'm a little too fast and don't let these dry. We have some fruits. Do you hear my stomach rumbling? I hope not. I think fruits would be too messy to eat. Ocean at the End of the Lane was the first audiobook you listened to. Spending his time doing Sandman adaptation. Oh, that's true. I actually got the Sandman audiobook that I think was made specifically for Audible, but I haven't gotten to it yet because I only do audiobooks at the gym, and I'm still working my way through A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I must finish. I'm sure it's going to end this week because I think she just discovered the real killer. Okay, I think we done. Yep. So let's put on. Actually, I have this. All right. And I've been buying some stuff off of Temu, which is another one of those cheap places. And the things are super, super cheap, but quality-wise, as well as inexpensive. Like you can get these earrings for $2 or something. And I don't think I would want to wear them in real life. But for drag, for like doing these videos, they're perfect. Okay, so this wig, oh, I have one of these wig bands. They're supposed to help with lace front wigs. Because I have this lace front I never wear. So I thought I'd give it a try. Just this blonde with dark roots. Okay. Why did I put the mirror back here? Come back here. Okay. I just saw John Crow come in. Thank you just for popping in, John. I was just saying I hope you and your friends are safe. I'm assuming you're in Hawaii, because I know you said you have friends in Maui. So I hope you are doing well. And thank you just for even just dropping by. Don't listen to audiobooks when you walk, because I like to think when I walk. Before Elon Musk killed Twitter, David Lynch liked my tweet of showing your original book and DVD of Dune. And I'm trying to sleep. Deleted your Twitter account. I still do, but the only thing I ever do with it is post when I do a video. Thank you, Lynette. Never made it. Oh, I need gloves. Okay, hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Oops. Never made a Twitter. How do you like the new hair wig band? Yeah, this is good for, because what it does is it holds down the edges so the lace front doesn't lift without having to use spirit gum, which I hate using. So I normally don't even use it. I just let it flap around, but it does keep the lace front down. We are fine. So glad. Thank you. Still on Facebook. Okay. Let me throw on these. And how about one of these? I need to get new gloves. Thank you. Okay, let me. Yeah, now you can see my microphone, but you can see more of the wig. This is the final look. It's mostly purple with that orange cut crease. And yeah, I think I'm happy with it today. So yay. And again, today I'm going to be filming the Harlan Ellison, or the comparison between the Harlan Ellison City on the Edge of Forever graphic novel version, which he approved of, and the Star Trek episode, which he did not approve of. So that should be fun. Love the hair with that top. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So it's all very gold and blonde, and I did purple eyes. Okay, anyway. Thank you once again for coming here and listening to me ramble while I put on drag makeup. I hope you will be able to join me next week, because I should be having another one next week. And and I'll probably be releasing the Asimov video this week, and then hopefully this video I'm filming today the week after. Okay, everyone, thank you once again. May all the books you read be blessed.